Hello guys, today we're gonna be checking some traps that I set yesterday. Don't know if there'll be anything in them. We're gonna hope there are. We got some chickens that we're trying to protect from our coyotes that live up here. So I got some snare traps set. So today we're gonna be go checking them, and that's about it. Okay guys, just right with the trap. It's not looking too good. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me. I've trapped here a lot. And, I haven't gotten anything yet. I got a few possums overnight. I'll show you those. You might be like, well, that sucks. You didn't catch the possum or the bobcat. I would have caught the bobcat. That would have been nice. But you gotta think, possums most likely wouldn't have been caught even if they went in the trap. And they also kill a lot of ticks. And I hate ticks. They're not very nice. But, so possums don't like to catch. Just, they don't really do anything here. They do hurt turkeys a little bit, but depends on if you have a lot of turkeys on your property. We do not. But I'm kind of glad I didn't catch a possum. I am a little sad I didn't catch a bobcat. But one more thing I'm going to do with that trap, I'm going to put some cow meat in there, because the meat, or the bait we have right now, it's a little, I don't feel like it carries smell as easily unless you're right on the trap, which obviously, as you can see, there weren't any coyotes there, so probably didn't even smell it. But maybe the cow meat that I'm going to put in here might carry the scent more to wherever the coyotes are at. There's a cornfield way off in the distance. They could be over there. There's a cornfield way over there. Could be over there. We don't really know, but we're going to experiment. Okay guys, I made it back to the trap. Got the cow meat. Well, hopefully this will actually get a coyote to come in tonight. But we will see. So I'm gonna cut open the cow meat, and I'm gonna do it off camera just in case YouTube doesn't like me cutting stuff on video. But probably gonna need to thaw it out just a little bit. But it should do that overnight since it's only, probably 2 o'clock. There's gonna be plenty of time before the coyotes even actually get here. So, usually thaws out. I've had traps set before, like raccoon traps. We got a pond, and dog-proof traps are always my favorite trap to use when it comes to raccoon trapping. Just because you don't risk catching the neighbor's dog with foot trap, and then you really can't do much there. And you don't have to, it's just so much easier because you don't have to set it that nice, and the raccoons don't care. So we use dog-proof traps. Raccoons alive. I've caught 2 of them. I'm trying to actually make a coonskin hat. I might have a video on that later, but right now I only have 2. I probably need like at least a few. So I was gonna chop this up, but it's a little frozen, as you can tell. The knife didn't really do much. But we're just gonna wing it and stick the entire piece of meat back there. You wanna make sure the trigger, this is what I always have seen on YouTube when I watch trapping videos like this, is their trigger is only about that long. And you can't make it that long because, so for anybody who doesn't understand what a snare trap is, so the whole idea is a coyote or rabbit, whatever, sticks his head down here, or sticks his, like some people have them. I had one set up like on between 2 trees like this, and they'd walk through it. It never worked, but trying something new. And their idea is you stick their head down there, and they get so far into the snare trap that once he reaches their shoulders, this trigger catches them and then go in without getting stopped. But when they go out, then it latches them, moves around their neck, and the more and more they pull, the tighter and tighter it gets, and then eventually chokes them. But that's the idea of this trap. But the main reason we have the hole is so the coyote really has to stick their head all the way down here and can't just walk through it or just decide to not walk through it. If they see that meat, they're going to want to go down there. But I didn't even know we had a bobcat here. I thought I saw one a few years ago, but there's a really good chance that was just a house cat. But hopefully we can catch one of those. I'm resetting the strap. Hopefully we can catch one of those and keep our chickens safe. I can actually go show you the chickens. Don't really know if anybody cares about my chickens since this is a hunting channel, but you guys want to, I can show you. Get an idea of what this whole trap is for. You know, surprisingly, our chickens are very, very nice, and you would think they wouldn't be, but they really are. Like our rooster, I've always heard people say roosters are always so mean and attack them and stuff. Our rooster, his name is Bull. He will let you go over to him, pick him up, pet him, play with him, whatever. He runs to us when we say, chickies. They're like dogs. It's kind of funny. Anyways, show you guys when I get over there. I gotta set this trap, but since I want this channel to be a little bit informative, I know I was talking about the dog proof earlier. This is a dog proof trap. I guess it's not loaded. But if anybody wants to know what they are, where to buy them, whatever. So the whole idea is I have them tied up to this dock because you can see there's a pretty worn trail right through here. You can see this is where the raccoons usually go. Fence post where I usually have a camera if I'm trapping. But so what you do is you just stick that in the mud. Make sure it's nice and firm. Okay, you don't want it too loose because if you can see that little lever. So what you do is fill this with food, and a raccoon sticks their finger down there and pulls up on the food, and while they do that, they pull up on the lever, and this whole thing is spring loaded, and then it snaps shut on their hand, and then just kind of holds them there until you can come dispatch them. But the whole idea is, since you have to have it firm enough in the ground so when they pull up on it, they don't just go pull it out of the ground. And you can't have it too, well actually you can have it too far in the ground because it's not really going to hurt anything. But you want to make sure it's tied to something really sturdy like this. Something I forgot to mention at my snare trap is I had it tied to a fence post that I hammered into the ground. You got to make sure it's really sturdy just so they can't get out. They can't because if they broke this trap off and ran to the woods, then there's just a raccoon with a dog-proof trap on them that's going to eventually die. And I don't like animals suffering at all, so I like to that's why I have the whole cameras things, because when I see the camera go off on my phone, I see I have a raccoon in the trap, I try to get down here and dispatch them as quickly as I can. I hate having animals suffer. But that's the whole dog-proof thing. You can buy them on Amazon, Rogers, wherever, and be just fine. But okay, this is our chicken. He's a rooster, Bull. The one's really getting them right now. Hello. But this is what the entire trap is for. All these chickens. We do not want them to die, especially Bull. But I'm gonna go see what else we can do. Might go see if my friend needs help with his trap. Here's my dog. Hi, she's really fat. And go see if my friend needs help with anything. Or we'll end the video here. One of those. Thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, I ended the video there. Make sure to like and subscribe for more of this type of content. Make sure to leave some feedback if you guys want me to do anything else. And thanks again. Goodbye.